In this video, I'm going to be going through 3 of the best ways to make money using Blender. We're going to be going through all of these methods in detail, and I've tried lots of methods, but I found out that these 3 make you the most money and are the most beginner friendly. So with that being said, let's get straight on with the video. The first method we are going to be looking at is the freelancing method. Now remember, every single website and tool that I will use in this video, I'll leave all the links in the description. Now, people say that freelancing is a waste of time. It's because they don't know the step-by-step blueprint to go with. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 steps in order for you to scale up your freelancing business. First step to start your freelancing business is to create a good portfolio and a good profile. As you can see, I am on Fiverr right now. This can apply to any other freelancing website like Upwork and Skillshare, wherever you want to use it on. But I'm going to be using Fiverr because it has already a big audience. People use Fiverr. People know Fiverr for freelancing, okay? So, first step is to have a good portfolio. Now, what makes a good portfolio? You want to show 3 to 5 high quality projects or even personal projects, okay? As we can see, I have this freelancer over here. He makes 3D models for people. And as you can see, we can see all of his past projects. We can see his characters that he has created. Now, this attracts clients. It will make them say, wow, this is so good. I want to hire him. Look at that amazing skill, okay? If you get at modeling, you can do this as well. Amazing work. He literally has so much good reviews. He has 4.8 stars. Now, that's the first step to create a good portfolio, to show off your high quality products. The next step is to have a good profile picture. So if we scroll down, the profile picture, you want to have your profile picture, you want to show your actual face. Do not have like an emoji or whatever. Do not have an anime character there or an AI version of you. Have your actual face. It has to be professional, okay? Do not wear glasses or whatever. Show your face. Now this one, I don't really like it. It's in the sea, but it's okay. Good view of the background. Now your name, write your name, okay? Do not write anything else. Write your full name. It shows that your professionalism, okay? That's the word. Cool. Then over here, if I click on this, you can contact him as well. We will know, you will show about me. Now this about me is really, really important. You want to fill this up with SEO keywords. That means when people search up something, you're gonna be the first one to come up. Fill it up with high optimized keywords. You can use ChatGPT to make a description for you, but make it your own. For example, it says my name is Latu. He's a 3D journalist and 2D illustrator. Now these are keywords, as we can see. This is also to be 3D character for game and film, and etc, etc. Okay. Now the next thing is to, when you get your first client, you want to have a good, very quick response time. Now, as we can see, he has an average response time of 1 hour. Now, if you have an average response time of less than an hour, that is amazing. If you have less than 30 minutes, that is spectacular. The better, the faster your response time is, the more people will contact you because they will know that you're dedicated to do their work. So that is the first step to get a good portfolio, a good profile, to attract client story. So let's move on to our next step. So the next step is how to actually find clients. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly go over here. What service are you looking for today? I'm going to quickly say I'm looking for an animation, okay? Let's type it animation, just like that. And then as we can see, we're gonna see lots and lots of people that are offering animation, okay? Now, as we can see, we need to stand out from the crowd. So the first thing you need to do is that you need to create engaging gig titles. For example, I will do FPS animation for your game. That is not engaging at all. Okay, that is not engaging. For example, this one over here, I will create pixel quality of 3D character modeling and 3D animation. Now that is what's going to intrigue them. It says picture quality. People want to have picture quality animation, okay? As we can see over here, I'm going to make 2D cartoon animation video. I will create 2D cartoon animation video with any style. I will create 3D character animation. Now, these are titles, engaging titles on a create. Now, people, what they do is that their picture over here, their thumbnail or video, and the title are contradicting themselves. You want your title to be related to your thumbnail, okay, of your gig. We don't want them to be contradicting each other. That would not work, okay? Now, once you have done that, you then want to do something known as the cold outreach. You want to message small businesses to create 3D designs for them for their website, for example. You can do it for free, for example. Basically, you want to search, for example, let us search small businesses. And they're not ideas, small businesses. Right now, for example, we have a small business healthcare. And what we're going to do, we can look for any flaws on their website, okay? We can see anything that is not looking good. Once you find it, you can contact them, and then what we can do is that we can message them and say, I can fix this, whatever, if it's your skill, okay? Okay, does that make sense? You want to cold outreach, you can message them on their socials, wherever. You want to get clients, okay? Now, once you've got that client, you would say to them, can you please leave a review on this Fiverr or whatever, okay? We want them to leave a review, otherwise it wouldn't be worth it, okay? Always ask for a review at the end for the experience. Then once you have done that, when you actually post your gig on Fiverr, you always want to start at a low price, okay? For example, we have from £8. That is the lowest one I could see. Then once you're building an audience, for example, once you got like 1,000 reviews, for example, now they increased it to £16. I saw over here someone did it for £159. It's because they had good reviews, 5-star reviews. That is going to be above their £100. So you always want to start from a low price, then gradually increase your price after you got more reviews, good reviews. Okay, want to have good reviews, not bad reviews, good reviews. Then finally, your last step is to then market. Okay, marketing. Basically, everyone skips this step. Basically, people create their gig and then they will just leave it and they're gonna pray, oh please God, please make someone get my gig, just come and hire me. That's not going to work. You need to market it yourself. You need to have a social. For example, if I go on my YouTube, so if I go over here to let's say my YouTube channel, this is a type of marketing. For example, if I create a course, I can post a video, and these my 1,000 followers, 1,000 subscribers will get a notification on how to do it. Another way of doing this, if we go over here and if we search on TikTok, you're gonna have Majestical Maths. He has a free community. You can go over here and you can join this free community. That's another way of marketing. And then once you join the free community, you can then sell them something as well. Okay, you always want to create an audience with the social media, then market it. You can also partner up with high influencers, big influencers. For example, Mr. Beast always partners up with good big brands, so that that brand always pays Mr. Beast a lot of money, so that Mr. Beast just advertising their brand. So you can always it doesn't have to be big content creators. You can always message small influencers with only like 10,000 followers. They still have a big audience. Okay, so the next step, crucial step, the last step, is marketing, and then you should be good with your freelancing business. So now let's move on to our second way to make money with Blender. So the next method is to create a Blender course. So right now I'm at Udemy. This is a place where people sell courses that they have made. It has millions of skills on them. It's not just Blender, not just animation. We have full stack web development, digital marketing, and so you can literally name anything. Imagine an Amazon FBA course. Look at that, search it up. You see an Amazon course, a Unreal Engine course. It will come up as well. Look at that. Unreal Engine course, and most importantly, Blender. As we can see, they are making so much money. For example, the complete Blender mega course, it has over 8,470 rating. We can see how many people there are. 58,880 people have bought this course. That is a lot. Let's just do the maths. We can just do 58,880, multiply that by 50. That is 2 million, nearly 3 million made from this course. We know that Udemy takes some of the money away as well. Let's just say they take half the money. Sorry, that's not supposed to do that. So if you do 3 million, divide that by 2, they take half the money. You're going to have at least 1.5 million, just under 1.5 million in your bank account. That is a lot of money. And this is one of the most underrated way to make money. Just create a Blender course. You do have to create a big mega course like this one. You can choose a niche. I'm gonna show you how to create a very niche Blender Udemy course. So first, you need to choose a non-saturated profitable topic in Blender. So I want it to be very, very niche specific. Do not make it full Blender course. Make it super specific. For example, you can search up geometry node for Blender course. So geometry node, because that is very, very specific. Let's just see if anyone's doing geometry nodes. Let's check. See the ultimate geometry nodes course, and look at that. It has a 4.8 ratings, 53 hours in total. That's super cool. Want it to be very, very specific. You can do let's just say shading course in Blender. That's niche topic. You want it to be very, very niche. Over here we have sculpting. That's niche. Geometry nodes, that's looking good. 3D nodes as well. You can do modeling as well, etc. Okay, first step, find a niche that is super specific. Do not make it super wide, broad. Do not make it Blender, because if you want it to be a mega course, then that's going to take more time to make as well. So it's your choice. Then we have to structure your course super well. Okay, you want to create sections that are relevant. You want to create lessons that are the right size. You don't want a lesson to be 2 hours long. That no one's going to do that. Make them small chunks around 10-15 minutes. That's going to be each lesson. Let's just look over here, because this was the best Blender course over here right now. And if we go down here, this course includes 131 hours. And as we can see their structure. We can see these are the sections. So we have introduction, mesh modeling, mesh editing, most common modifiers, orthographic references, mesh, etc. Now let's go over here. You can see the lessons they have: 1 minute, 5 minutes, 18 minutes, 24 minutes. These are quite long lessons, to be honest. And over here we have a 2-hour lesson. It might work for them. It might work for you as well. Okay, that is the next thing. Create good sections and engaging titles of your lessons. So the next step is to record it and then post your course. So we have to go over here, come teach with us. So Udemy teaching, I'll leave the link in the description. And then you have to get started. You have to put your email, ever sign up, and they're going to post your course. Now, some tips when you are posting and creating your course. You want to have high quality content. You need to have a good microphone, and you want to edit your course very well to make it more engaging. Now I'm going to show you some microphones that are good. I don't want your voice to be popping, make it echoing. You want to have a good cheap microphone. Okay, so the last step is to market your course. So most people think once you have created a course, you have to just wait for the sales to come in. But no one actually knows that you created a course. That's why you need to advertise it, market it. So for example, I have an example. So we know that the Bad Decision Studio, they have created an amazing Unreal Engine 5 course. So now let's go to YouTube and let's see their course right now. So if we go to Bad Decision Studio, and we're going to see it, Bad Decisions. And when you go over here, not the song, Bad Decision Studio, you'll see their behind the scenes when they're making the course. They're going to be releasing the course, I believe, someday. I think it might be next week from my time of recording. Next week, they're going to release the Unreal Engine course, and this is basically a type of marketing. They already have over 200,000 followers, and now they're advertising their course. But before they did that, last year, they created a free Unreal Engine course. Now, this year, they're now going to use that knowledge. They're going to create the perfect, never to be created Unreal Engine course, and this is called marketing. Now, you can do that as well. You can do TikTok advertisement, YouTube advertisement, sponsorships from other creators, and lots more. And you can literally just advertise it. But the thing about Udemy is that they already have an existing audience. So even though you don't advertise, when the people search on Udemy, they will still get your course somewhere down here. Okay? So that is the second step, second way of making money on Blender, creating a Blender course. Now let's move on to our last and third, the best way to make money. Now the last way is to leverage your skills in unexpected ways. So what I mean is basically creating pre-made assets, creating your assets and then selling them for a price. So the best example is the most famous website called Sketchfab. For example, let's say I'm so lazy, I want to create a model of a banana. Now you will see there are millions and millions and millions, maybe not millions, maybe thousands of assets of bananas here. You have the Fortnite version. Now most of them are free, but some of them are paid. And once you create a asset, a model, you can make a price for it. Then people can buy it. So over here I found out, over here, this one is for a price. And you can buy this model and you will get the money. This actually is super, super good. Now the thing about this is you want to create models that's gonna be saying wow to your customer, saying, whoa, that's so cool, I need to buy it. Then they will buy it, they will follow you on Sketchfab, they'll add comments to you, etc, etc. And that's a very good way to make money. Last but not least, this industry I'm going to tell you is booming currently. But before I tell you that, another good way is if you go in Blender, we have the Blender Kit add-on. And as we can see, there are some of them which are locked, and you can be that creator over here. As you can see, we have Nikola Matkovic that created this. You can be the creator as well, and you're going to get paid by Blender. I think it's every month, monthly payment, depending on how many people download your assets straight into Blender. Now, last but not least, as I was saying, the industry I'm about to tell you is booming right now, and that is the 3D printing business. So basically, you can create a design in Blender, then you can 3D print it and then sell it, and that is super profitable. And that is it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Those are the 3 ways to create money with Blender, and I'll see you guys in my next video.